Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigvald here and welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to talk about the fact that it is okay to be bad at Injustice 2 Mobile. And no, even though it might seem like it, this is not a video to excuse my own gameplay and my own game performance. I don't consider myself bad at the game, I don't consider myself the best at the game at the same time. I wouldn't say I'm in the top 10 players, I would say I'm in the top 5% players that currently play the game. And yeah, to be honest, for me personally, I don't think it is okay to be bad at the game. I need to be able to play some teams to a decent amount of performance. I need to have a decent amount of game knowledge because I'm a YouTuber. And what I know is what you guys are going to end up knowing. And in the past, I had videos where I did not know a few things and I misled you in that regard. And I'm sorry for that. And I'm just trying to be better. And that's why the rule of you don't have to be good at Injustice 2 Mobile, I think, doesn't apply to any Injustice 2 Mobile YouTubers. If you're doing YouTube videos and they have a hint of an educational purposes, they're not purely entertainment videos, meme videos, just opening videos, I think you should have a good extent of game knowledge because you have a certain amount of responsibility towards the people that are watching you. But for all the rest of you, it's okay to be bad at the game, it's okay to suck at the game, because the main thing about the game is to enjoy it, and you should never let somebody else tell you how to specifically enjoy the game. If you're at the point where you think you're playing it well enough to get the most out of it, then that's fine. And there are a lot of people that suck at the game. I used to get the wrong idea that the more you're going to play the game, the better you're going to get at the game, and that's most likely true for those specific people too, because most likely they were very bad at the start and they got gradually a little bit better. But for some of them, the development in terms of gameplay and game knowledge just stopped somewhere. They just start not interested in improving that, and that's fine. There's a dude, I'm not gonna call any names because I have no trouble with him, he's quite funny. There's a dude in the Injustice 2 Mobile Facebook groups that used to randomly throw like 3 screenshots of 3 random legendary characters, let's say Arkham Knight, Batman, Enchantress, and Manta. And he would ask, is this good team? And then we would have a lot of comments, not necessarily mocking him, but people just trying to explain to him that it's not how you build teams for raids and soul raids at the very least. The man's got a 40 mil roster, he's got maxed out legendary characters, every time he comes by he gets plenty of explanation, only to come around to 1 week later, randomly posting another picture of 3 legendary characters and asking, is this team good? And for him, I certainly do wish that someday he will find a team randomly that people say it's actually good and he'll stick to that. But the man keeps posting that and he's got a very strong roster. And what does that mean? It means that he's actively playing the game and he is enjoying the game. So the fact that he's bad at the game is not affecting anybody else, and he's not affecting himself because he's enjoying himself, as you're able to tell, because he's been playing the game for so long. And there are certain tiers of game knowledge that you could have or at the same time you could lack. And I think the first tier of knowledge I would recommend to everybody, because I think it's simply more fun if you do already have this knowledge of the game. You need to know what characters are good, because at the very least at the start of the game, the resources you're going to acquire are going to be quite rare and you're not going to have many of them, and not getting those resources invested into the characters that are good and are actually going to help you out progress throughout the game are going to hinder your ability to get more resources, to invest in more characters and grow your roster, have more teams to have fun with. So you should know what to build at the start, and also what characters are good. At the same time, you should know how to build your characters, and I think this is a very big factor in terms of enjoyment, because I've heard countless times of people that simply didn't put lethal attack chance on Brainiac. If, for example, you don't put lethal attack chance on Brainiac, he's not going to transfer any lethal attack chance to the other legendaries in the team, and you're going to end up stacking lethal attack damage with Brainiac with the other characters in your team not having any lethal attack chance, so that will make simply Brainiac useless. You're going to spend 1 minute of the match stacking special 1, and then you're going to wonder why it does not increase your damage, and that can be frustrating. So that's why I think you should also know how to build your characters. And also I think you should know how to do basic combos and tagging, not getting into combo interruption, not getting into tagging from a block. You should know how to do your basic combos, like your 3-tap swipe right, 3-tap swipe right into a special, or 3-tap swipe right, 3-tap swipe right, tap once on the screen into a tag in. Funny enough, there's some people that are the cult of no ghost tap. I mean they're not really that, but there's people who on purpose don't use the ghost tap. Ghost tap is tapping after swipes so that your character has a guaranteed tagging and you can't get randomly interrupted by an enemy special. And well, it is indeed their choice to do that. I think it's pretty fucking dumb if you ask me, because they are like it's not an intended mechanic. We're waiting for them to make taggings proper. Well, good luck waiting on that. But yeah, you don't need to be the absolute best at the game to enjoy the game. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you master those things, basic combos, how to build your characters and what characters to build, you're going to be fine. At the same time, there's a certain higher tier of game knowledge that will, for some people, improve their enjoyments. For other people, will be more of a hassle than an enjoyment improvement. But you could learn how to combo interrupt. Learning how to combo interrupt is not really necessary for every single team in the game, but will definitely amp up the enjoyment for a lot of teams. For example, I mean, I can't imagine playing the Just League team without combo interrupting, because I just played them against fights that are not stun resistant, and I just infinite combo with the flash special too. But again, I'd rather combo interrupt. I can't really imagine playing Batman Ninja team without being able to combo interrupt, mainly because of the third special of Batman Ninja Catwoman randomly triggering when she blocks the special. So that's, in my opinion, the Batman Ninja team at the very least is to an extent unplayable without combo interruption. Hey, it's actually the best one to practice it on, because she's got crazy fast openers, and at the same time she's got that blind which gives you a little bit of a free fast when you mess up. There's also the tagging from a block, which can be clunky on the phone. Like on PC, I have no trouble. I'm pressing some buttons, but on phone, if you want to tag him while you're blocking, you either have to press the tagging button ahead of time, which requires far more planning, or hold your phone like a disabled person like this, so you have one finger on the tagging button, and not all people are willing to do that. So it's, yet again, definitely understandable, but it's stuff that you could improve on. But in the end, it doesn't really matter how good you're at the game, unless you have something to prove in that regard, or unless you find your enjoyment that way. And the most important thing is to not let anybody tell you how you should enjoy your game. Because if you enjoy it, that's all that matters. If somebody's like, oh, but you suck at the game. Yeah, but you most likely enjoy it more than the person who doesn't suck at the game. And it's at the point where he plays perfectly but keeps complaining about random stuff happening. Well, more so you enjoy it more than me, actually, because I'm playing the game, I'm trying to have the best performance, and then there's a glitch in the game that makes my character swipe back into a ranged attack when I'm trying to combo interrupt. And I'm like, that's not even my fault. And if you're playing worse than me, you might be like, oh, it is what it is. It happens. Could have been my fault. Could have been the game's fault. But yeah, just make sure you attain the level of knowledge that makes you enjoy the game as much you would want to. And if you want to progress further than that, it's fine. If not, then I'm happy you reached that peak performance for yourself. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.